Yo, what's up, YouTubers? Alright, so today I'm going to be kind of basically explain what the real purpose is behind Mangopan 50 Cal. What's the main purpose behind my channel? Okay, basically the main purpose of my channel is it's not really to really entertain people. It's really not. When I was a kid and I was going through middle school, I always thought it was really cool to remember the days, remember like what happened and everything. And I kept a diary with me, a small little diary, and I would jot down basically anything that would really happen, and that caught my interest, and I thought it was very interesting. I'd mark the date and everything else. And well, little incident happened, and I lost my diary, and I never got it back and everything, so I lost a lot of memories that way. And I have a pretty good memory, but not as good as some people do. And I like to jot things down or make a video, so that way I can look back on it and go, oh, so that's what happened, okay, or go, man, that was a really cool time, that was a cool moment right there, man, it's good times right there. So basically, my YouTube channel is not to entertain people, it's my video diary, basically. It's just simply, it's stuff for me to look back on and just go, oh, okay, that was a good time right there, and I really enjoyed that moment. Now there are some videos I upload, of course, for the people, but I just wanted to really get that to y'all people, that it's just a diary to me, basically, just for me to look back on moments and stuff like that. So that's the main purpose of my YouTube channel, just for me to look back on and be like, okay, that's what happened, and all the good times and everything. And the other real main purpose behind my channel is that, yes, this is my diary, yes, that is the main reason why I started it, is just because of that. The other purpose behind it is that, I'm made out of flesh, so I'm not always going to be here, unfortunately, but I'm going to go somewhere a lot more better than where I'm at right now, obviously. Somewhere it's a lot more peaceful and everything. And, give me a second, there's a hair in my eye. Anyway, excuse me. Like I said, though, I'm not always going to be here, but, and you're probably thinking, man, am I going to commit suicide? No, I'm not going to commit suicide or anything. I cannot self-terminate. I cannot commit suicide. No, I am religious, I am a Christian, I cannot commit suicide. But life is unpredictable, things happen, you never know exactly. So basically what I told my parents is, well, I told my mom, and friends and whatnot, that I may not always be here, but you can always see me on YouTube, and I'll be there. So that's the other real main purpose behind my channel, is just so they can see what I've done, what I've gone through, the moments I had with friends and family, and so forth and so on, So that's the main purpose behind Mangopan 50 Cal, and, I do hope y'all do enjoy my videos. If y'all do, hey, thank y'all, I really appreciate it and everything, but it's really just for me to look back on and everything. But subscribe if you want to. I'll appreciate the subscribers, obviously. Now, I also want to touch base on a little bit about myself, I never really got to tell y'all about me, per se. And y'all only see my videos, but y'all don't really know much about me and everything, and how I grew up, and how I got to where I am now. Well, I will say this, I always had guns. I always had guns in my life. I started out with it was a green water pistol. It was a Luger. Like, it was a Luger to the top ejection, but it was a water pistol way back in the day. I'm talking about like when I was 5 years old. My mom bought me it for the backyard. And it was a Luger green water pistol. Oh man, I tell you what, Oh man. Let's just say I made the whole house wet. I mean, I was shooting a damn thing everywhere when I was a kid. You know, I just couldn't help it. I mean, it's a gun, you know. And you know, I got the water pistol, and you know, I obviously after that I kept buying water pistols and water rifles and so forth, so on. You know, water guns in general. And you know, I moved up from that. Obviously, you know, I got my cap guns. Oh man, got the cap guns. I mean, I had loads and loads of cap guns, let me tell you. I bought as many as I possibly could. You know, Nerf guns, dart guns. I had, I mean, you talk about going with the chain. I mean, I had so many guns at one point, they were all over the floor. In fact, when you opened my door, I mean, it was just nothing but toy guns. They were absolutely everywhere. I had the very first, shell ejection Nerf shotgun, the Dobril Nerf shotgun. You know, when you pull it down, it ejects those shells, and you put the darts in it, the little Nerf darts into it, and you put it in. When those first came out, I bought that, boom, right off the bat, if you got them. I remember when I used to play with cap guns as a child, when I would shoot the cap gun, like there's 8 caps in a cap gun, obviously. I would have 8 screws, or I would have 8 pennies. Every time I would shoot, I would flick it, so that way when it hits the ground, it sounded like a shell every single time. You know, my childhood was it was okay. You know, like I said, I had tons of guns. I can't even tell you if I really hadn't taken an estimated guess, maybe around 400, 600 guns at most. That's not even counting the airsoft guns when I got into paintball and everything like that. Because I mean, you know, because like I mean, it was airsoft, it was paintball, and then it went to BB guns, then it went to pellet guns, and then after pellet guns, that's when I got my very first real gun, which is right here. Many people don't know, this is actually my very, very first real gun I ever got. I got this at the age of 16, and oh man, it took a lot of begging to get this gun and everything. It's a 12 gauge Mossberg Maverick Model 88 12 gauge shotgun, pump action, obviously, and did a lot of work with this. But anyway, let's get back to my childhood real quick. Right, so when I was growing up, I did go down to the beach a lot. I went down to Port Aransas, Rockport, Corpus Christi. I mean, you name it. We stayed in the stayed in the very best condos on Port Aransas. I mean, we had some money like you're not even gonna believe. And as a kid, you know, you don't have a full conscience yet. You know, you don't really know what you want in life, what you like yet, and everything. Well, I knew I liked guns, but you don't have a real perspective of yourself yet, because you're growing up and everything. But the money really should have been used on property, but instead of being used on property, it was used on the most expensive hotels, condos, most expensive restaurants when we went to go down to the beach and everything. But you know, that's life for you. It is what it is. Would have been in a lot more better spot if we went ahead and bought property, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, it was a really good, pretty damn good childhood. Unfortunately, through elementary, middle, and high school, I did get bullied a lot, and I got bullied so much in high school. That's what caused me to actually drop out of high school. It wasn't the work, people. It was not the work at all. I could obviously do the work. It's no big deal. But I could not deal with being bullied every single day. So that is what caused me to drop out. Here he goes now. Here he goes now. Here he goes now. Anyway, and another thing I don't know is I actually didn't always used to like dogs. And honestly, I didn't grow up with dogs. Actually, I grew up with cats, believe it or not. And because cats are really, really soft, and I love that about cats and everything. But you can't do much with a cat. They would just scratch you every time you wanted to hold them and everything. And I think it was when I got to the age of 18 is when, no, 17 is when I was looking into really getting an animal that I could really hold and play with and do whatever I wanted to with. I mean, look, you can take this right here. Pick it up all day long and play with it and everything. You say, I love you, Boogie. And look and see, it's not scratching me. It's not hurting me. And this is, you know, you would think this is like only a year old husky. Actually, no, he's turning 3 years old this July 4th and everything. So he'll be 3 years old this July 4th. Yeah, so I got him into my life, and of course my life got a whole lot more better because he gets my little Boogie boy. Anyway, so yeah, but before I got him, okay, I'm going all over the place. Anyway, excuse me. Right, y'all do see me play a lot of rap music and everything like that and everything. That's not how I grew up, actually. I actually did grow up going out to the country a lot. Once I got to the age of 12 is when I started going out to the country a lot. And even before that, I always grew up with actually country music, believe it or not. And it was from 12 to 17. I was always going out to the country and everything, and oh my gosh, it was absolutely the most best times of my life. I loved going out to the country. Every single time I left the country, believe it or not, I was actually crying because I never wanted to go. Because you could do things in a small town which you cannot ever you cannot ever do it in a city. I could literally take, you know, my airsoft guns, and airsoft guns obviously look like the real thing, black tip, everything. I went all out. Fuck the orange tip. I could walk down the street with that handgun in my holster, and cops would drive by and wave at me with my cousin, he was carrying a big ass Bowie knife, and I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I was carrying one too, you know. So I mean, I had two things on me. I mean, one looked like a real gun, and I had a real big ass Bowie knife, and you know. You were to do that in the city, I mean, you're going to get SWAT teams, like, bam, SWAT teams right there, man, undercover agents, everything, you'd be just struck down right there, you know, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I did a lot of shooting out in the country and everything, and that's not the bad part. The unfortunately part is that my aunt and my uncle, who owned the property, they owned 60 acres out in Devine, Texas. They couldn't deal with the shooting anymore, so they basically said that I couldn't go out there anymore because they liked the peace and the quiet. So if I was able to still go out there and everything, I'd be bringing y'all a lot of really, really good videos, and I could really show y'all the real me. But since I wasn't able to go out there anymore at the age of 17, it's when they stopped me from going out there. I was just stuck here in my room in the city and everything, and I was finding things to really do to occupy my time and everything, and that's how I got into the furry fandom. Now I'm in the furry fandom. I'm always gonna be in the furry fandom. I'm not ever gonna go to cons anymore, and it's not because some guy threatened me. Believe me, that is not why I'm not going anymore. Nobody fucking scares me, okay? People on me out of flesh. I can handle myself. Believe me. Anyway, that's not the reason why I'm not gonna go anymore. The reason why I'm not gonna be going anymore. It is way too expensive. I cannot spend that type of money going to expensive hotels. Man, I can't afford the gas to get there. It's too much for me. My way of thinking is this: I can go down there for 4 days, have a really good time, you know, and just come back with really nothing but, you know, I did a dance off and everything, or I can have Mitchell come down here for a week to 2 weeks, and we can go out and buy a bunch of real guns that will last a lifetime. I mean, you know, buy something that we really, really want, and it could help us in the long run just in case if anything happens or whatever, you know. The Bible does say the world will end, unfortunately, and, you know, you hear preachers say it every other day. It will happen one day, and if evil comes to your door, well, the gun can tell evil, get the fuck off my property, so guns can help, and that's why I would choose a gun over going to the fur con, just being, you know, silly and everything. But I will always wear my wolf tail. I mean, I might not be wearing my husky tail anymore, and I'm I'm still the way I am. Okay, people, just thought I'd let you know. The only reason why I'm not wearing it is because it's kind of hard for me to wear it because my parents keep fighting me. They're like, no, I don't want you to take it out in the public no more and everything. So whatever. But I do wear my my small wolf tail. You know, the regular wolf tail and everything. I know I'm jumping all over the place. I'm not really going in order, growing all the way up. I'm kind of like, I'm going from how I am now to here to right in the middle and everything. But now I'm going back to childhood. I was straight at one time. I actually did have multiple girlfriends and everything. I went on multiple dates with them and everything. Girls are way too expensive. They're way too expensive. I cannot deal with them. I can't deal with the emotions. My mind was only focused on one thing, and guys, we all know what that is. We all know what that is. That's the only thing my mind was focused on. So, and I never got there, obviously. It was just, you know, like a kiss and that's it. But you spend like $1 million on for one fucking kiss, no, it's not gonna work for me. Which caused me to, when I was a senior in high school, before I dropped out and everything, basically I got to a point where I was looking in the mirror and I was just like, man, okay, look, here's the thing. Do you actually want to live with a woman? No. Can you deal with the emotions? No. Can you have a baby with a woman? Fuck no, I cannot ever have a fucking kid. It's going to slow me down for the things I need to do. But do you like, you know, that? He's like, yeah, okay, but you dislike everything else about it. Well, yeah. Well, dude, what are you doing then? You might, I mean, here's the benefits of being gay. A hole is a hole. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's basically like being with your best friend all day long until nighttime, obviously. You know, they're not like all emotional and everything like that. You know, they're on the same level with you, and that's when I was like, oh, well, might as well be gay. So, you know, and then man, it took me a while to get adjusted to it though, but it's really no big deal now, obviously. It's now been years. It's been 2 to 3 years now. What are you whining about? I just took your ass outside. Oh my gosh, before I even started this video. Anyway, regardless. Anywho, so I just thought that I was straight at one time, but, you know, I am the way I am now, and just the way it is. Let me see there. Is there anything else? So yeah, of course I always grew up with guns. I covered that part. Still getting more. Trying to get more. And what else was there? Well, basically, I'm just a guy that, you know, just likes to have my fun and everything. Just tries to do what's right in life. Just really... just try to stay out of everybody's way, don't cause any trouble, just get my guns, and, you know, take one day at a time and see where it goes. But I'm a really good guy to hang out with. I mean, don't get me wrong, though. I wish I had more friends, but, you know, that's, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to go, unfortunately. I'm not selling myself short here, okay? I'm not. I'm trying to. Damn, what else is going on in my life? What else am I doing? What else am I about? Of course, I play my Call of Duty and everything. I was in FaZe Clan, by the way. I was in FaZe Clan for a short time. If you ever checked my records of my Ram Tomahawks that I got in a row compared to everybody else's, you're gonna notice that actually I was on a higher streak than anybody else was in the entire world. I was getting Ram Tomahawks, probably 10 Ram Tomahawks a day at most, and some days it was even more than that. I was doing more trick shots in FaZe Clan at the very start of Black Ops 2. I was on a high streak than anybody else was when Black Ops 2 came out, but my videos never got popular because I don't have the subscribers, so that one is what it is. So I gave up FaZe Clan. Now I'm just playing to play now because I was doing a lot of hard work and my videos were not becoming famous. I just said, fuck it, man. You know, I'm doing all this work and nothing's happening for me, so whatever, I'm done with it. So I dropped out of FaZe Clan. I still have a high record on Black Ops 2, obviously. Oh yeah, another thing. When I was a freshman in high school, actually, man, I heard some people that were sitting around a table. They're talking about some game called Fallout 3. You know, and I didn't know what they were talking about and everything. And I'm getting into politics now and everything. It's moving up to that. Anywho, so, you know, I wanted to go ask these people, you know, what's this Fallout 3? What are y'all talking about and everything? And they were kind of explaining the game to me and everything. And, you know, it sounded real interesting. So, I had a really good friend during those days, and he helped me out with the game and everything. And he got me started on Fallout 3, and I started playing and everything. And when I got involved in Fallout 3, it completely changed my life to what it is now. Fallout 3 is the game that made me what I am. Okay, because Fallout 3 completely changed my mind on life in general and how everything else works and what's going to happen. When I saw Fallout 3, I was like, you know what? This actually makes a lot of sense. The zombie outbreak, that will never happen. But I remember in the Bible, it talks about flashes of light that turn the body to ash and melts the ice. Dadgum, that sounds like nuclear bombs, doesn't it? You know, it sounds like a nuclear bomb. And I was playing Fallout 3, and I was like, man, you know, this is pretty intense. I think I need to start getting ready. So, I have been stockpiling ammunition since 2008. Since 2008, once I got on Fallout and, you know, I mean, I was stockpiling whatever I could just for preparing for anything. Collapse of society, you name it. Fallout 3 changed my life. I got on to my most favorite movie is The Book of Eli. I saw Book of Eli. It really woke me up, and it got me. I started preparing even more and more. And then once I was going downstairs one day, and I saw Obama on TV, and he was talking about a gun ban. And ever since that day, when I saw him talking about trying to push a gun ban, I started doing some research, and I found a guy called Alex Jones. And, you know, I started listening to him, and then my uncle, he said he listened to Rush Limbaugh, so I was like, okay. So I started listening to Alex Jones, listening to Rush Limbaugh, and then I'm just like, okay, hold up, I need to get really prepared now. I need to get, like, really, really prepared now. So, once I really started figuring out, you know, how the world really works and everything, I mean, you know, it's what's really getting me to what I am now. Let me tell you that much. It's scary. So, anywho, regardless, and another thing is, I'm not always going to be here, people. Me and my parents, we've been talking about it for a long time, and they don't want to listen to Alex Jones, they don't want to listen to Rush Limbaugh and everything, and that's fine and everything, but I can tell them what's going down and everything, and they hear me out. We are going to be buying property way out of the city. I told them I want to be at least 100 miles away from the city or so. So we are going to be buying property out in the country. I'm going to be finally going home to where I really belong, and it's going to be a blessing once I get out of here. This is a jail cell. It is. I mean, I might have an Xbox and everything, but this is terrible. This is not all where I belong. Oh man, hold on. There's that rap music that came on. Yeah, right. Anyway, I don't listen to rap music anymore, by the way. Since I'm pushing out of the furry fandom, but I'm keeping my tails, obviously. Don't worry about that. I'm going to still wear them. I'm not going to listen to rap music anymore, only because I only was listening to that because that's a furry fandom thing. And I'm just not going to be listening to that. Like I said, I grew up with country music. That's how I actually did grow up. It was with country music. And since I'm going to be finally going home, I'm sticking to, I'll stick my Fallout music always. Don't get me wrong, Fallout music, yeah. And I'm just going to be listening to my country music now and everything, because I can't go home and be listening to fucking rap music. It's just not going to work. So, I'm finally going to be somewhere one day where I truly, truly belong, where I could just, you know, shoot and, oh, hey, look, no cops are coming. Oh, freedom. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, like a dove. Boom. Okay, well, go cook it up. Oh, shit, a rabbit. Boom. Okay, go cook it up. Man, I love rabbit, by the way. Rabbits. I love rabbit, by the way. Now, deer, I don't like hunting deer. Hunting deer takes way too much work to skin that fucker. I don't, oh man, no, oh gosh, I'm good on that. Venison's alright, man, but I don't like skinning it. Somebody else can do it, I'm bringing in the meat, I'll cook the meat, but I'm not skinning that damn shit no more. Rabbits, you know, one shot, good to go, put it over the campfire, that's all you need. And, so, basically, that's what I'm truly am about. I am about the country. I'm not a country boy. I'm not a cowboy. I'm not a redneck. I'm not a country hick. I am a survivalist. That is what I am. I belong in the bush, not in the city. I belong in the bush. Okay? I like to build with what's around me. And obviously, I don't have the fucking property right now and the luxury and the money to go out there and do it and improve it to y'all. Like, yeah, okay, this is how I really am. Okay? Other people, they either grew up with the property, or they have the money, or they have connections. Okay? That's how they're able to bring out these videos. I am truly one of the best survivalists out there. I am almost like Dave Canterbury. I'm like, it's like Dave Canterbury, boom, there I am. Now, obviously, I can't prove that to y'all because I don't have the money. But if anybody wants to say, okay, I want the proof. I want you to come to my property or way out there in the sticks, you know, I'm talking about on the mountainside, whatever. I want you to prove to me, Kevin, that you're actually like that. Okay. Give me a plane ticket. Come pick me up. Whatever you got to do. Okay, we'll go. That is the way I am. I've always been a survivalist ever since 2008 and on. That's the way I've been. I just don't have the luxury or the money to prove it to y'all. But it is the way I am. Anybody can come here and put me on lie detectors and I will say it with a straight face. It's about the only straight thing you're going to get out of me. Get the joke? But anyway, I am telling the truth. I am a true survivalist. I love bushcraft, by the way. I think that's real American living right there. I mean, there's a lot of terms for American living, but for me, it's being out in the bush, working what's around you. Okay? When you're, I know, Bookie Boo, you want to go outside again. Hold on, no. Anyway, when you're out there, you know, and you're making your campfire, you know, you're starting off with a ferrocene rod, you know, and everything, and you're kicking back by the fire at night, looking at the stars. It is truly peaceful. I can't even I can't describe it because it's just that beautiful, you know. There's no NSA. There's nobody telling me, oh, you have to do this a certain way. Oh, you can't do that. You know, this is where I am, motherfucker. I do what the fuck I want to do, and there is no laws and regulations. It's just, this is the way it is. This is how I'm gonna live. That's why I belong in the bush, not in the fucking city. Anyway, but the country is truly where I belong, because you know what? When you hear this, all that right there is saying is, okay, we're gonna go get some meat and put it on the table. In the city, that could mean, unfortunately, too many wrong things. So, I am a survivalist. Hold on. I love God. He is my Savior. I am a true Christian. I am not evil at all. I love wolves. I love German Shepherds. I will be getting a German Shepherd here pretty soon, though, so that's going to be pretty cool, man. I'm going to get my little Bookie Boo! I'm going to get my little Bookie Boo a friend here, and he's going to have a friend to play with and everything. So, I'm going to be getting a male German Shepherd because we're going to be moving out of here. We're going to be moving out of here in, we're going to be moving out here sometime next year in,